It always hurts, it's always disheartening when one of the most expensive players you have onto the pitch really costs you a big game where you will need him to come out and show out the reason as to why you bought him that money. And that's the same thing that happened with Manchester United. And I know most of the fans of Manchester United are out there calling out their captain Harry Maguire for costing them this double tie between Manchester United and Atletico Madrid. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? It's really a very bad day to we the Manchester United fans. You know that I support Manchester United, and it's really very disheartening. It's really very anguishing. It's very unacceptable that Manchester United has really been knocked out of the Champions League. This is the only hope that United fans really had. Not that they were going to win the Champions League, but the excitement that Champions League comes with, especially when you're playing at Old Trafford in there with the likes of Ronaldo in there. His 6 goals that has scored into the group stages, he couldn't really add any for his club in there to see to it that he sees it through to the next level of the Champions League, that is the quarterfinal. They've been knocked out, they've been beaten, they've been thumped by a team which goes by the name of Atletico Madrid that left the ball for them, and they couldn't find usage of the ball, of that ball that was left with them to go in and penetrate through the spaces that were really put up by a team which goes by the name of Atletico Madrid. I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Alright, on a day like this, you won't come in here and talk good about the club of Manchester United, especially when it comes to the players and the manager who goes by the names of Raphael in there. But these players that were put onto the pitch, David De Gea and Raphael Varane, to me, are the only 2 players that really showed the need to go on and win this game. Because defensively, Raphael Varane was great, he was solid, and he never did any mistake. Even he tried to close down Harry Maguire because Harry Maguire was the reason as to why United conceded that goal. He commits himself to get out of his position to meet a player into the midfield, and that player plays a pass back to, he's called who? This guy that played onto the right the right flank in there, and he finds it João Felix, and João Felix plays that ball to find a player who goes by the names of Antonio Griezmann. Griezmann whoops into that cross, it finds Lodi, and Lodi heads in the back of the net in there. That's how the goal really came to happening in there. And very many people are really coming out criticizing Delo. I don't criticize Delo at all, because why did Harry Maguire has to go on and commit himself with the midfield? Why did he have to do so? You get that goal is 100% Harry Maguire's. He has costed my club or your club, which goes by the name of Manchester United, that goal. And after criticizing Harry Maguire, I go on to the manager. Harry Maguire has bottled very many games this season. Even the game of Tottenham Hotspur, he had gone ahead to battle it up by really giving Spurs an equalizer by netting into his own goal. You get, if it was not Ronaldo netting that 3rd goal in there, United was totally out because of Harry Maguire. And for how long will this continue at the club of Manchester United, having your captain costing each and every game that you come in and play? I really believe that United are out because of him, because even the first leg, he costed United the game. How did he do this? Luke Shaw was tracking the run that João Felix was making, and he was running, marking him very well. Guess who blocks Luke Shaw out of position of João Felix? It's Harry Maguire. And João Felix got in front of Harry Maguire, fly to head that ball into the back of the net. That's how the game ended. And in the second game, he has done the same thing in the return leg at Old Trafford. That's something that should be called out. And I'm asking myself, doesn't Rangnick see this? Walk into the boardroom and tell them that, please, for the remaining 9 games in the Premier League, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be playing your captain. I'm going to bench him because he has done more harm than good to the team. And that's it. Games have been lost by Manchester United because of Harry Maguire. Remember that game of a team which goes by names of Liverpool. All those goals that we conceded, most of them, it's Harry Maguire that collided with Luke Shaw. He's the problem. He's the problem. And why is it that each and every time he does not play, United looks far much better? That's the big question that everyone should ask himself. You get? United might not have played well into the central into the attacking areas in there, but there are goals that a team concedes and really demoralize the entire team. That goal of Harry Maguire that really gave away really showed me that he is not worthy to be a United player. For all along we've been calling out this, but I don't know when these players, when the management will get to know that Harry Maguire is not good enough to be a player of Manchester United, because right now, if you happen to be playing the central defense, you must be having the two attributes. You must be fast and you must be good on the ball. He's good on the ball, but he's tracking back because of his snail pace. Does not help him, especially when he really loses the ball in there. He doesn't have the pace to track back as he failed to track back today. Harry Maguire is so sickening, and I really believe that he is the main reason as to why United is out of the Champions League. I go on to other players, especially to the piece. Jadon Sancho, he registered his worst game of the season. He couldn't pass past any player of Atletico Madrid. That's how bad Jadon Sancho looked. And when he really got that chance, a cross that was brought in by Diego Dello, he hit it like aimlessly. He would have done far much better to hit in the back of the net, because in games like this is when you announce yourself to the world that, oh, I'm one of the top class people in there. I don't really want to go hard onto him because he's been performing very well, but in the game that the team needed him most importantly, he bottled it up. He threw his team under the bus, and he couldn't really raise up to the occasion to come in and do the needful in there by the names of Jadon Sancho in there. Ronaldo, none of the players I really believe. Only two players I can come out and recommend that they really put up something. They put up a show. That is Raphael Varane and David De Gea. But the rest, they didn't. They never really showed that they are really dying for the team. You get Freddy shooting aimlessly. You get. I'm asking myself, do they know the level at which they are playing at? I really remember times when Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager of Manchester United. In games like this, you would see the Manchester United players really playing to win. I remember that game that United saw itself being knocked out when Bayern Munich hit it by 3-1. Wayne Rooney coming up and Nani scoring a brace in there. United had 3-0. But the way they approached that game, they knew that we needed an early goal. And by the 20th minute mark, United had 2 goals. 2 goals. You get, because they came on knowing that what we have to do is to go for an early goal. You get, United had gotten a chance of Elanga to put itself up, but it deflected off the head of the goalkeeper, Jan Oblak. But United didn't do enough. They didn't do enough to show to it that they needed this win. They didn't. Because what shows you that you did enough is how you really entered that box of a team which goes by the name of Atletico Madrid. There is no way you would really go ahead to cause havoc to a side which goes by Atletico Madrid by not going into the box area. United never had enough bodies. Ronaldo was there isolated in a forest of legs of teammates, of players of a team which goes by the name of Atletico Madrid. So that's what Ronaldo was all about. He couldn't get those balls that were being crossed to him because there are very many bodies of Atletico Madrid teammates into the box than those of Manchester United. United never committed themselves into the box of these teams in there. So no one, Raphael Varane, and apart from Raphael Varane and David De Gea, the rest were trash on the day. They couldn't really do the needful in there. Even when Paul Pogba came on through, he didn't do the needful. He just put up blind passes. And Rashford, he's Trashford. Rashford is Trashford, my dear. He's no longer that kind of player. We knew that in the previous 2 seasons, he really averaged 20 goals a season. This season, Rashford is looking bad and trash in there. He is so much bad to an extent that he couldn't even put up a collect pass. He messed up everything. That is Rashford in there for you. It shows you that United really has a long way to go, and I don't know what you guys are really going to come out and really say this, but your reactions are welcome into the comment section below. As far as this game of football is concerned, Manchester United is out of the Champions League. Aggregate 2-1, 2 goals for Atletico Madrid and 1 for Manchester United, and United has been beaten at Old Trafford in there, something that I never even thought of that would happen at Old Trafford in there, though you don't rule out anything in football, because if you've watched the game of football for a very long time, you just get to know that everything is possible in the game of football. But this time round, it never looked as so that is going to happen in there. Thank you guys for watching in. I know United fans are really going to have a very bad week, a very bad night, and next 2 weeks, because the next 2 weeks United is not going to play any game. The game United was supposed to play against Liverpool on Sunday is not happening because Liverpool is going to play Nottingham Forest into the round of, is it the quarterfinals of the FA Cup? That's what Liverpool is going to do, and United is out in there. And after that, players are really going to go for an international break, and United will be back in action as they host Leicester City at Old Trafford in there. So that's what United is going to do, and it's going to wait for some 2 weeks in there. They are playing next on the 2nd of April against a side which goes by the names of Leicester City, and we wait and see what is going to happen, what result is really going to get out of that game. And on Friday, we are going to be live on this channel as we bring you the live draw of the Champions League, because as we speak right about now, we now know which teams are through in there. When you look at the teams that are already through in there, that are into the last 8, the teams that are into the last 8 so far, we have Benfica, we have Atletico Madrid, we have Real Madrid, we have Liverpool, we have Man City, and tomorrow 2 more will be getting through. That is Juventus, it's playing Villarreal in there, and Chelsea is hosting a team which goes by names of Olympic. Is it Olympic? Olympic Lyon in there. Olympic Lille, that is Lille in there. That's the team that Chelsea is playing. So we wait and see. And then on Friday, we'll be here doing a live draw of these Champions League quarterfinal draw in there. Thank you guys for watching in. Good night. I'm out. Don't have much to say about this game because we've lost. Let's wait and see what the team will give us next in there. Thank you for watching in. Endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily.